Hi, it's Larry, and I'm actually here in Japan. I'm in Kamakura. I'm using a tripod for the first time, and I'm actually standing in front of a 2002 Daihatsu Copen. A Copen was a K car introduced by Daihatsu in 2002. Actually, this is a 2002 as well, but I can't bring it into the USA because it has to be 25 years or older. So it's got to. This was actually made at the end of 2001, so I've got about 3.5 years before I can actually bring it in. So I might have to sell it before then. But anyway, I'm actually by the ocean, and I'll show you Enoshima in a second. The Copen was, you can probably tell, it looks like an Audi TT. And so the designers said they were inspired by the Audi TT as well as the Nissan Figaro. And so you kind of see it's like a match. But this is a hardtop convertible. It's all automatic hardtop, and I'm going to show you how that works. But basically, they came up with the name because the Copen actually stood for K car, K and open, so Copen. But then they got rid of the K and they changed it to C because it's a convertible. So it's a convertible opened K car or Copen. Anyway, these have got a real fan base, and later I'm going to drive to the Copen Cafe. It's the only one in Japan, and it happens to be just a few kilometers from here. So as you can see, it's a beautiful car. It comes with low profile rims. I think these are 15-inch rims on it. And they actually introduced this in Japan 2002, but then they actually sold it in England and Europe. They didn't sell it many. They sold the K car version, and then they also sold a 1.3 liter. So you'll see these in Europe, although the Japanese ones were more luxurious. They came with a lot more options. And I'll show you around it really quick, but it's got a really iconic look. And here, let me go pop over here, and I'm going to jump over. You can see it's got like a really, the front is really beautiful. It's got like the open grille, the low profile rims, and then that beautiful automatic hardtop. So the back doesn't have all that much space. Set of very narrow golf carts. Sorry about the helicopter. It's actually, I think, it's gray. It's U.S. Navy. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see. Can I find it? There it is. Yeah, it could be. People drown here all the time, unfortunately. So because this is a really popular surfing beach. In fact, Shichirigahama, where I'm at, is one of the most famous. And there's Enoshima. I'll show that to you really quick. Here, we'll go in. That's Enoshima. It's actually an island, but that is where, I think it was the 2000 or the 62, 64 Olympics were held, as well as the 2001, 2020. It was supposed to be 2020. Sorry, 2020, but it became 2021. Now, normally, out here, you're going to see literally 100, 200, 300 small boats sailing around, but it's winter, so there's no boats out. All right, let's take a look inside. You can see, unfortunately, this one's an automatic, but it does have, if you look here, it's got like the Tiptronic that Porsche had. It's like a 5-speed manual, 4-speed manual to 4-speed. And it's actually very, what's the word, active or responsive. So it really does move through the gears. So it can be fun. But there also, I think it was a 6-speed manual that came with the car. So, of course, a 6-speed would be better, but this is kind of a better beach cruiser, and a lot of girls like the car, so it's kind of a nice having both of those in there, the automatic and the Tiptronic, or the shifting automatic, kind of is a nice compromise. And this one has an aftermarket Pioneer stereo. I think it's a Pioneer. Let's see, what else? These are actually covers, so it's actually not really leather. And then the hardtop fits in here. And let me go show you how the hardtop. I'm going to show you how the top works. Unfortunately, the camera fell down when I put it up. So I'll show you how to put it down. So basically, you unhook these. You hit this button, and then the top's going to open. Oh, sorry. Top's going to open. I reversed it. And it takes about 20 seconds. You have to hold the button, unfortunately. But it is a hard top. It's all automatic. And then the top comes down. So, and then you're cool. Let's see what happens. And let's hope that the thing doesn't fall. Okay, let's take a look at the engine. First of all, though, you'll notice that the center console's here. It's got a key lock, but you can access the rear trunk, which is soft closing, and then the gas cap's over there, which is on the other side. And then, but to get to the trunk, you just pull this, and then here, I'll show you the engine. We'll go around, and of course, there you go. There's a little thing to hold it, but you can see it's a Daihatsu. It's a twin scroll turbo. I believe it's almost 100 pound-feet of torque. So the thing really boogies. It feels fast. I could take the cover off, but I unfortunately have to remove those screws, so I'm not going to do it now. But it's a really sophisticated engine. You can see here there's a that's the condenser, but it also has a you can see the radiator, but it also has, I don't know if you can see it here, what's it called, a intercooler as well. So the car performs really well. Again, the very cute front. It's just a cute car. And a fun car. It's really responsive driving, even though it's front wheel drive. And then the back, it's got a soft closed back. Let me show you the back because it's got a ridiculously useless trunk when the top is down. When it's up, it's actually pretty good. And here you go. So you just open it, and the cool thing is it has the optional luggage rack. You can see the top there. You can see my bag is there. You got about enough for a set of golf clubs. And then below that, there's like a little tray, I'll show you later, that you can use to store like papers. Like I have the papers for the car there. And then it's you probably can't hear that, but it's a soft closed trunk as well. So, but a great car, a whole lot of fun to drive. And why don't we take it for a drive? All right, let's take this thing for a drive. Beautiful day here, although it's supposed to snow later today. So you can probably see Enoshima off in the distance. I hope you can. And we'll take it for a drive. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm just going to put it in reverse, and then we're going to take it for a drive. And I don't know if I can go out that way, but I'll try. The visibility is fantastic on this car. This is also kind of a famous cafe, super packed in the summer, and I don't know if I can go through here. No, I can't go through here. So I'm going to have to pay at a different location. It's too bad. But anyway, you can get an idea of what it's like here. And then super smooth. If I put it in manual, it's very responsive. So I'm in first gear, second gear, it goes right in. It's quite quick. Definitely faster than the Porsche Tiptronic was. You can tell I had one of those and I wasn't too enamored with it. Let's see if I can pay and get out of here. So I'm going to put it in manual mode. Right now I'm in fourth gear. I'm going to put it down to second. Third. It shifts quite quickly. I can probably get a fourth. I can. So it does doesn't let you over rev it, but it does have 8500 red line. So it'll shift for you if you try to over rev it, or if you try to downshift to too low of a gear. So here, I just put it down to gear. It's quite responsive, so it's not bad. Now I just put it in second. So it kind of makes it fun to drive. It's easy, and you don't have to, you don't have to worry about messing up. And then I just popped into fourth. So it's a nice compromise. It's better than I expected. I didn't think I'd like it, but third went right in, quite quick. I'm It's only 30 kilometers an hour speed limit. I'm doing 50, so you can hear that. So, you get an idea. And in a second, it goes in. If the other thing is, because you can shift it on the console, the Porsche had the levers on the steering wheel, and that just didn't work well. So it's much better this. And then, if you want to relax, just throw it in the drive, and then and it goes quite well. So, yeah, I really like it. It feels as fast as the Cappuccino did. So, I wonder the 6-speed, maybe it'll feel even a little faster. But, it feels quite good. One thing I have to say is traffic like this, you can't tell, but it's just been stop and go, which is common, unfortunately, for Kamakura because it's such a tourist town. That's the one thing you really do appreciate the automatic for. I'm at the Copen Cafe. I hope I entered the right way. I think I'm at it. And there it is. It's the Copen Cafe. And well, you learn something new every day. It looks like the Copen Cafe has been renamed. It's now called Another Day Coffee and Food. There's no Copens in here anymore. Oh well. Switching it around, and you can see there used to be a whole bunch of Copens here, but not anymore. So interesting. Anyway, it's still a nice place, but no longer dedicated to Copens. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I have my mic a little lower so it doesn't make as much noise. But yeah, this is like literally downtown Kamakura. It's getting cold. It's going to snow. But you can see why a K car is so popular in this town, because plenty of power, but very narrow roads. For the U.S., not so much, but for Japan. Anyway, I put these up because of the wind. I have it in automatic. I really actually appreciate the automatic if you're going to use this in traffic situations like I am now. It's perfect. So here, I'll go put it in minus. And on the dash, you can see right next to the trip meter, it tells you what gear you're in. So I'm just keeping it in second. Again, the turbo gives it nice torque, so it makes it feel really fast. And it sounds good. So it is windy and cold. All right, let's put this top on. Just say it's more convenient than a cappuccino. I didn't know I'd like it so much. Man, the 6 speed would make it a lot more fun though.